What happens the first 3 days after death? After discarding the physical body, the first thing we do is go to the etheric world. After that, we enter the higher worlds with our astral body and our spiritual body. The second experience consists in the fact that the human being experiences a memory tableau of life, that all experiences of life occur in comprehensive memory. In general, the duration of this state can be determined by how long the human being could stay awake in his past life without being conquered by sleep. Assuming that he had the time of 48 hours as the outermost limit for the duration of staying awake, then after his death, the memory tableau lasts 48 hours. This stage is like a review of life. The next thing that the human soul experiences is a change in its position in relation to what we normally call the thought world. We have the thought life in such a way in the life that we say, the thoughts are in our soul. When the human being has discarded his physical body, the thoughts become an external reality in a peculiar way. After death, the thoughts tear themselves loose in such a way that the whole world of thoughts which the human being has accumulated between birth and death becomes an objective world. It is as if the thoughts, because they tear themselves away from the soul, gain an independent life and become denser, more alive, more moving in themselves and form a world of entities. This world in which we then live is the world of our wandering thoughts, which have an independent existence. We know that we then have a kind of recollection through days. But the concept of recollection is not sufficient as a concept because for a few days we have something like a tableau, like a panorama, which is woven from all that we have experienced in the life that has just passed. But we don't experience it like an ordinary memory, that we bring up the memory temporarily from the mind. The recollection after death is such that, as in a panorama, everything that took place in life is simultaneously around us in imaginations. We live through days within what we have experienced. In powerful images, there is at the same time the event which we have just experienced in the last times before our death, and at the same time there is that which we have experienced in childhood. A life panorama, a life picture exists, which represents to us that which otherwise followed one after the other in time, in a web which is woven out of ether. All that we see there lives in the ether. 2, 3, 4 days after death, the human being has the feeling you actually are made of thoughts, but these thoughts diverge. The human being becomes bigger and bigger, and finally the whole thought being of that human being disappears into the universe. Then the etheric body leaves the astral body in which the spirit lives and becomes an etheric corpse. However, in no present-day human being the etheric body is completely discarded. Instead, the human being takes with him an extract from his etheric body for the whole following time. The fruit of the last life is taken away by the astral body and spirit. Also, from the physical body something is taken, namely a kind of spiritual extract of this body, the tincture of the medieval mystics. But this extract of the physical is the same in all lives. It represents only the fact that the spirit was embodied. The essence of the etheric body, on the other hand, is different in all lives, depending on the experiences gained in it and on whether one has progressed much or little.